Hello friends, I'm back again. This one's going to be a little tough for me to recite, but I'm going to try. I keep trying and I'll keep trying until I get them right. Anyway, it's good to be here with you. Pardon me while I get myself psyched up here to get going. It's been a good day today on WeBook. Our site has gained a couple new members. So far we've only lost 2 members since we started, and we're really growing fast. I think we've got about 40 right now. That's pretty good for less than a week. Okay, here I am. I'm going to get going. I call the story Harry and Catherina. It starts out with Catherina. She's on a beach. She doesn't know how she got there, and she's panicking. Here I am, all alone and confused. My dress is torn and tattered, and there's a lump on my head the size of a baseball. I really don't know where I am. I know it's cold and it's raining and the wind is blowing like crazy. There's a splatter of blood all over the front of my blouse, and it's not mine. Whose is it? Where did it come from? Oh, God! Who am I, and why am I here? Why can't I remember? My clothes are covered with wet, mucky mud, dried grass, and sand. It looks like I was dragged a long way to where I am, and then left here to freeze, maybe to die. I'm trying to clean the grubby filth off my body, but I'm so weak, so damn weak. Oh, Jesus, I stumbled. I'm falling. I'm falling. Can't somebody catch me? I'm falling. Please help. Help, I'm falling. I think I'm dying. Everything's turning black, black, black. Hey, Jim, we've been searching all over this place for over an hour. If she was out here, we would have found her by now. Shut up, asshole. She's out here somewhere. We gotta find her. If she gets away, we're dead men. Do you understand? Dead men. Why the hell did you have to stab that bastard anyway? The son of a bitch asked for it. If he hadn't have called me a stupid idiot. In the distance you could hear the sirens. The sound of the sirens could be heard from a long ways off. These 2 guys feared someone more than the cops. They feared. Their fear just kept them searching. Above the sound of the sirens, they heard a blood-curdling scream. You see, asshole, I told you she was still out here. Well, let's start this story from the beginning. Harry Fletcher and his teenage daughter were on the run from the mob. You see, Harry was a bookie from the east side of Chicago, and he caused John Russo, the head of the mafia, to lose close to $1 million. That's right, I said $1 million. Now, John Russo sure as hell wasn't going to let Harry get away with it, so he set up a hit on Harry. He wanted him killed, but he wanted his money back first. Now, Harry had pulled a fast one on Russo. He stole the money himself and made it look like a gambling loss. Harry had grand plans. He wanted to take his daughter Catherina to Monaco and retire on the Riviera. It would all have worked out fine except for one little slip of the tongue. Harry told Catherina's mother, and Catherina's mother was John Russo's mistress. Harry was going to make it look like he was shot and killed by the rivalry mob, whilst they were collecting $1 million on a fixed horse race. The plans were all made, and they were scheduled to leave for France right after Catherina's 14th birthday. Early on the morning of the birthday party, Harry had a long talk with Cindy, Catherina's mother, and that's when he spilt the beans. He just couldn't keep the excitement built up inside him anymore, and mistakenly he thought he could trust Cindy. Of course, Cindy run right straight to Russo, and Russo had his lieutenants get rid of the rival mobsters. But there still was the question of the money, the $1 million. Where was it? It was still missing. As far as Harry knew, his plan was still on. Years ago, Harry had saved Antonio Giovannio's life, the rival mobster's godfather. So Antonio, out of gratification, agreed to Harry's elaborate scheme. The entire fiasco was about to reach a climax. Harry had arranged transportation out of the country, but he had to hide out until the whole deception was carried out. Antonio put Harry and his daughter in a cabin on the banks of Lake Erie. Jack and Jim were John Russo's henchmen, his lieutenants. When Russo found out where Harry had Catherina, he sent his lieutenants to bring them back. Jack and Jim found Harry and Catherina lounging out on the beach just outside their cabin. Harry was not about to let these two creeps subdue either him or Catherina. He sent Catherina to hide under the cabin floor, and then he confronted Jim and Jack, and that's when he was stabbed by Jim. Presuming that Harry was dead, Jim dragged him to the lake and threw his body in. Now they had to get Catherina. Now we're back to where we started. Jim, the scream came from over here in the path going to the light tower. From the sound of the scream, she must have fallen from the tower into the lake. That does it. Let's get out of here. Harry crawled out of the sandy beach, staggered towards the light tower. He spotted Katrina's lifeless body, half buried in the sand beneath the tower. He pulled her up, cradled her in his arms. He felt her warm breath on his cheek, and he started to cry. Well, it's a year later, and we see father and daughter laughing and singing on the beach in the French Riviera. Guess they made it. Oh, I did a terrible job there. But I'm going to record it and see what it sounds like, and I'm going to put it on the site and get your opinion. Let me know what I have to do to improve it. I know I get monotonous. That's another one of my made-up words. I've enjoyed being here with you folks, and you'll see me again soon, I hope. Let's see, what was I going to say? Goodbye now.